Меня зовут Андрей Новиков, я являюсь экспертом компании TLS Consultants и одновременно экспертом для портала mythaiwedding.ru. Ну, собственно, сегодня разговор у нас пойдет о свадебной кухне, вообще о вкусной кухне на острове Пхукет в Таиланде. И сегодня моим гостем в нашей программе является господин Тино. Господин Тино является шеф-поваром знаменитого ресторана Silk, который находится в отеле Andara Villas. Good day, Mr. Tino.
Good day. How are you today, Andrei?
I'm fine. I just was wondering, what made you come into your profession? I mean, what made you make a decision that you will be a chef executive, or just what made you fall in love with the cuisine or kitchen or whatever it is?
Do you want an honest answer, or you want
Any answer?
Any answer?
Any answer.
The honest
I
answer.
expect the honest answer.
Okay, the honest answer is I was 16 years old and I needed money, so I started to work in the kitchen.
So you work in the back kitchen or in the front kitchen?
In the back kitchen when I was 16 years old, I started to work in the back kitchen, went to school daytime, evening I went to clean plates, and so one step after another.
And when was that? And where was that?
That was in St. Moritz, Switzerland, in 12 years ago.
So you originate from Switzerland?
I'm originated from Switzerland, yes.
So what is your, I mean, Switzerland you have many parts, you have German part, French part, Italian part, Romansh part. What is your major?
My first language is German,
Okay.
but I'm from the Engadine Valley, so there we speak Romansh, Italian and German, so it's no problem.
Okay, so it's a perfect Swiss chef that you have in the Silk. Also, the cuisine that you like to cook, what is your favorite one? What do you like?
Like, since I work here in Thailand, I love to mix up, let's say, Mediterranean, Italian, maybe Southern French cuisine with a little bit of Thai flavors.
Are you familiar with the Thai flavors, with the Thai cuisine?
After almost 1.5 years here at Andara, yes, I'm familiar with the Thai flavors.
So
of course,
how long are you in Thailand? How many years?
1.5 years now.
1.5. Okay, you find the Thai cuisine, is it somehow special? Does it have anything special to offer to the rest of the world?
What Thai cuisine is really all about is the freshness of the products. Especially we at Silk, we use all the fresh ingredients we get from the local markets, and just every morning fresh ingredient, fresh cooking. And for our guests, it's with the tropical climate, it's light, it's fresh, it's beautiful, it just fits into the climate.
What can you tell about the level of the food in the Silk restaurant? What can you say? What kind of level? How you can characterize it?
We are a Thai fine dining restaurant, so we're trying to make the best out of our local products in the Thai cuisine, and of course we do have a large Western selection as well.
I heard there's a wine cellar down here in Silk, which is quite popular.
Exactly,
Wine lovers.
exactly.
Right?
Yes.
You will be able to recommend some wine matching, wine pairing with the typical Thai food.
Like with Thai food, I always recommend rosé.
Rosé.
We have, for example, a Whispering Angel is a French rosé which fits beautifully with our Thai food. Because the rosé has still a little bit of sweetness, and it matches really nice with the spiciness of the Thai food.
So Tino, I got another idea here. I was going to the TripAdvisor, and it features, for example, if you take London, which is a typical European capital, over there you have more than 2,000 Thai restaurants.
Yes, that's true.
And 329 restaurants are listed in the center of London alone. How many Thai restaurants are there on the island of Phuket? Do you have any idea?
Honestly, every restaurant in Thailand serves some Thai food. I mean, if you don't have a pad Thai on the menu, you're not in Thailand.
Okay.
So, and if you will count all the small street restaurants, where in my opinion, as a tourist, you get the greatest experience of local food. Just in the small little restaurants next to the street, there is where you taste the real Thai food. And what we try to do at Silk is with the same fresh ingredients as they use to cook it on a high level and create a Thai fine dining experience.
So what particular, when you say fine dining, what appeal does it have? Do you express some kind of art in it? Do you express yourself in this food? What is it all about, the fine dining in Silk?
For us, it's all about the philosophy of using the local product and creating something fresh, beautiful, and with a beautiful presentation, but still the simpleness of the Thai food, to have that in there.
Okay, Tino, what is your favorite product in Thai food? What would you say let's say top 3 products that you think they're immaculate and they're really good with the Thai kitchen?
What is great to use is banana flour. That's a great product.
Okay, banana flavor. Remember
Banana flour, not flavor.
flour. Okay.
Banana. But the flour from the banana, it's a great product to use. And the special thing about it is it has the basic taste of banana, but it gives it a little extra kick on it. It's something I'd never tried in Europe, and it's absolutely beautiful to use. What we are experimenting with this product at the moment is we're trying to do a creme brulee with this flavor, which we are still in the experimenting process, but the flavor is absolutely awesome.
So you're mostly using it in the dessert part, or you use it in
Usually in
regular
traditional Thai food, you use that as a salad.
It's a salad. Banana salad.
Yes.
That's cool. Any other products you can recommend to the people who watch our channel?
Something that you need to try is also the green papaya. It's something in Europe we don't know how green papaya even tastes.
Okay.
We just know the red, almost matchy papaya that cost us, I don't know now how much in Russia, maybe 800 rubles just for one little papaya that is not even ripe. And here you have the variety of 5 or 6 types of ripeness, from green to overripe. It's absolutely beautiful.
And for yourself, you said you're here about for 2 years in Thailand?
1.5 years.
1.5 years. So do you think that 1.5 years for a chef of your position, it takes you to a certain level where you start expressing yourself in this food, and where you can really suggest something out of the box? Something
Like as a chef, you have a backpack.
Okay.
Like in every place where you work, you take something with you, and you always take the best, what you think is the best, or this product I can use later on, or this way I can use. So what expresses my kitchen is the whole backpack that I have from countries in where I worked and hotels where I worked. So
Can you list a few countries, or what is in that black box that you have?
Of course, I worked in Switzerland because I am from Switzerland. I worked in Italy. I worked in Russia. I worked in South America for a year. So I have quite a lot of different influences in my kitchen, which makes my kitchen. So let's call it special.
You said you work in Russia.
Yes.
So that brings us to the topic of what exactly do you think of the Russian cuisine and the Russian clientele?
Now about what Russian cuisine are we talking? Because there is a traditional heavy Russian cuisine, and there is the modern Moscowy, let's call it a little bit hip cuisine with all the new coffees, and that's, in my opinion, absolutely great what's been done there at the moment.
With what you're driving at the black box, at the backpack that you have. So what are the tricks that you learn in Russia and that you integrate into your work now?
For example, before I worked in Russia, I've never used cabbage, because for me cabbage was something that absolutely has something old people use that in sauerkraut, and that's it. You can't use that for anything else.
Okay.
But I've seen cabbage salads, or we made even desserts with cabbage, with iced cabbage, which was absolutely great. You can use that product for something totally different. Same with beetroot, because in Central Europe beetroot is something like, you eat it, but it's nothing special, but you can do many different things with beetroot.
Chef Tino, or should I say chef-повар Tino?
This is, as we are on a tropical island, we take it really relaxed, and we call everyone we just call out by our first name, so Tino is fine for me.
How big is your team?
We are at the moment 31 people working in my kitchen.
You think it's enough for the outlet that you have, for the fine dining experience that you have?
We are just the perfect number at the moment. Of course, if somebody wants to apply, we are always open to see what somebody can bring into our team. But at the moment, we've got a great team that works together, and I'm very, very happy with the boys and girls I'm working with.
This Michelin star guide, as far as I'm familiar with it, they have a special ratio of the people. Like you have a special amount of tables, then you're supposed to have a special number of staff serving it. Are you really supporting the idea of this Michelin stars thing, or
for me, Michelin stars don't really matter, because they just boost up the ego of one chef. For us, because I always talk about us because it's me and my team that do things.
You can't do everything yourself.
I can't cook everything by myself. I mean, I could cook you a great dish tonight, but what's with the other 50 guests that I have tonight? I can't. One alone can't do it, so it's really important that the whole team pulls on one string. And as you say beautifully in English, we're only as strong as our weakest link.
That's true. That's true. I have a question to you, Tino. Like your daily routine, for example, breakfast time. How do you start it?
Usually we start to serve breakfast at 7 o'clock in the morning.
And what about yourself, the chef? Do you have breakfast at all?
How do you call that? Since I worked in Russia, I usually have a Russian breakfast. That means a coffee and a cigarette, and I'm going to work.
And that's very typical.
That's like that. And then I come to work and have another cup of coffee. Then I go to the morning briefing where all the departments meet and we talk about what the day will bring up and what special events we're having in the house. After that I have my round through the restaurant, say hello to most of our guests and see if they have any special wish for breakfast.
I mean, but for yourself, like when you are in the kitchen, you're cooking something or you're mostly giving the directions for your team to cook?
As we are still talking of breakfast, mostly I mostly give the directions.
Okay.
Because for cooking omelets you don't need a European chef in there.
When you go home, I mean, what is home for you? The home is it Switzerland or is it some other place on the island of Phuket? I mean, what will you call home?
For me, home is where, stupid to say, but home is where my dog waits for me and wants to go for a run and just, I can live, me personally, I can live everywhere. Just a little bit apart from my work, because sometimes it's important just to have a little bit distance, also to reflect on yourself. What can we do different? Because if you're here really 24/7, you don't see anymore where you can improve yourself and your kitchen.
Sorry, but being a chef at a fine dining restaurant, like your own experience when you come back home, do you cook yourself? Do you cook for yourself or do you cook for somebody?
Honestly, when I'm home, I'm very lazy to cook. And it's not even the cooking, it's just the cleaning of the kitchen.
Okay.
Because all day long in my kitchen here at work, I'm really pushing to this has to go, this has to be clean, there you have to go. So I'm really lazy to make my own kitchen at home dirty.
But you're quite a perfectionist here at the Silk.
I'm a very perfectionist at the Silk when it comes to these standards, but at home I'm just too lazy to make it dirty, because then I would have to clean it, so I just leave it. And Thailand is great to just buy some food at a street corner and enjoy that.
Any street corner places you would recommend?
As they are usually all moving with motorbikes, it's quite difficult to recommend you one. But here in Kamala, you can see many of
This motorbike hawkers that are moving around.
Exactly. And sometimes we get really great ideas just from them. They're doing something in a small scale. And I see, for example, I saw these mussel cakes. He's frying mussel meat with flour, some sugar, salt and pepper in them. Looks a little bit maybe like fish and chips in England. And I saw that and I was thinking, we could do something similar like that. And now we have a quite similar dish on the menu. It's good to go out and see what the locals are doing and where you can
It's
get
good to
your
have a
ideas.
restaurant where you have some people thinking out of the box and bringing some local experience.
Exactly.
Anything that you would say a few words or to recommend if, for example, you have married couples or some people that would like to do the weddings in Andara? Do you think that Silk can be a good venue for it?
I think Silk can be a great venue for a wedding.
Have experience with the weddings in Silk?
We do have experience with weddings in Silk, and they're always beautiful at poolside. Like usually we build a little stage out of the pool where they have their wedding ceremony on the middle of the pool, so you take the photographs and it looks like you're standing in the water of the pool.
That's romantic.
That's really, and you have all your guests sitting around you, but you are like on the water by yourself. with your couple. Then we usually do the cocktails after the ceremony just right by the pool, which is a nice get together, and it gives you back that tropical feeling of the island. And sometimes we even have guests that love to jump into the pool when we have these cocktail parties and enjoy. Then for the dinner I would recommend to eat inside with air conditioning because it can get really hot if you're outside all day.
Like for yourself, like what would you recommend the Russian clients that would like to come and stay with Andara Villas? What would you recommend them in Thailand? What is some advice that you can give to them in terms of food, in terms of
my advice
making?
in terms of food, not only in Thailand, in the whole world, is don't be scared, just try. Because when local people can eat it, you will not die from it. It can be that you don't like it, but try it. Because some people say, oh, I don't like that, but they actually never try it.
You know that the winners of our channel, they will probably travel to Andara and they will see you in person. I would say in February or March next year. So you will be welcoming them?
I will see them surely, as I'm in the restaurant every day, and for me it's very important to have a personal relationship with my guests and always see, how was your food? Did you enjoy your dinner? Can we do something special for you tomorrow? It's our philosophy to really be a family. Like, it's a big resort, but we really try to be approachable for everybody.
So that's it. So thank you, Tina.
You're welcome.
Большое спасибо. Это были эксперт TLS Consultants Андрей Новиков и шеф-повар ресторана «Сыл» Andara Villas господин Тино, специально для канала My Time Wedding Group. Всего вам доброго и до новых встреч!